Hi there, welcome. Coach Tanya with Criticalbench, holistic health practitioner. And right now the world is in it's quite a time right now to be alive here on planet Earth. COVID-19 is the biggest and probably the single most talked about topic, item in the world, no matter where you are, because this is a global health crisis. We are hearing words like epidemic or pandemic. We're hearing words like isolation, quarantine, lockdown. You cannot turn on a computer or a radio and not hear about something being closed, being canceled. Schools are shut in many parts of the world, some indefinitely, some where I'm from in Canada. The one province I know for sure, Alberta, has, I believe, according to what my girlfriend has told me, that her kids there's no returning to school. The year is done. They'll be finishing from home, I believe, online schooling, but there will be no in-school classes for the remainder of the year. So a lot of what almost seem like surreal things are happening in what is kind of our predictable world, or our predictable life. We get up, we make the coffee, we take the kids to school, we go to work, we run the errands, we grab the kids and go to the soccer practices and the piano lessons and take in the concerts or go to the games on the weekend, go to the beach, go skiing. Like that normal, predictable life has come to, in a lot of places, an incredibly sudden stop, because COVID is a very serious, real health threat to a lot of people. And the best way to stop it is to stop the spread, because there is no vaccine, there is no cure, although there are a lot of very, very brilliant people working on this. So what is the best thing that you and I can do right now to protect ourselves, to protect loved ones, and have an impact on stopping this virus in its tracks? Act like you already have it. And I'm not suggesting you walk around acting sick and tired. I'm talking about if you were to be told that you had COVID-19, the virus, what would you do because you can have the virus and be asymptomatic, and you can have the virus and not ever really get sick. But if you have the virus, you can most certainly transfer it to anybody and everybody that you were in contact with. So if just alone, not even being sick, if you were told you had the virus, what would you do to protect your family and loved ones? Think about that. This is a virus. It's not necessarily all that picky about who it chooses to infect. There are definitely groups or populations of people that are a higher risk group, but it doesn't mean that those of us in a lower risk group cannot become infected with the virus. So the best way that we can come together and beat this thing is to act like we have it. And that means respecting rules of social distancing. If your country or your county or your state or your province has mandated a lockdown, respect it. Play by the rules, people. Do your part, because what might seem like a major annoyance and inconvenience to you to have to be home or be restricted to only going to the grocery store, only going to the pharmacy, or only going to see a doctor if necessary, if that annoyance is enough to cause you to disregard the importance and the impact of what social distancing can do to stop this thing, you don't get it. I'm sorry, but you don't get it. Stay at home. Doesn't mean you have to stay locked up inside. Take your kids outside in the backyard and throw a football around with them. Get them outside doing arts and crafts. Go dig in a garden. I mean, last week, I guess it was, I was working in my rose garden, planted my rose bushes finally from the pots that they've been sitting in for 2 weeks, or probably 3 weeks, into the actual flower bed. So there are things that the biggest thing you can do is act like you have it. Stay at home. Behave as if you were already infected with the virus, and stay away from other people. If you have children and you have a family, you're going to be with them. So really be militant with your personal hygiene, washing your hands with soap and water, wiping down surfaces regularly that may be normally in a rush. You might not necessarily take a Lysol wipe or spray a little household cleaner and wipe them down. Be more aware, take those precautions, be diligent, eat well, take care of yourself. I mean, it's something we should be doing all the time anyway. It should not take a health crisis or a potential pandemic to wake us up into eating well, getting plenty of sleep, exercising regularly, and taking care of ourselves. So at this point, I do want to ask you, check that pinned comment below, because if you have not really made your health a priority up to this point in your life, and like a lot of things, when something big happens that threatens our health, it sort of kind of can wake us up out of a little bit of a coma. It all of a sudden motivates people to do things that they haven't been doing regularly in terms of looking after their health. So you can check that pinned comment below for a product that can help you with that. It's like, think of it as like a 3-day kickstart program. We're calling it the 3-day immune boosting protocol. And it is a kind of a fast track program to get you in the habit of doing things and making choices with respect to your health, your nutrition, your overall wellness, to basically fuel a healthier you. And if you are the most healthy, like if you're really looking after yourself and you're healthy and you're strong, your immune system's healthy and strong. So check out that pinned comment if you would like some help, some resources, some suggestions and tips to help get you on track, as well as tools, resources, suggestions to keep you on track moving forward. Because the reality is, taking care of yourself during a short period of time when things are looking bleak doesn't do a lot for the long haul, all right? It has to be daily, consistent effort and attention to your health and wellness to ensure longevity, health, and wellness for the long term. So getting back to the best thing you can do right now is to behave as if you have the virus. It's really that simple, and either that hits home with you or it doesn't. That's really all I have to say about that. If you honestly do not believe that social distancing, limiting outings, being really aware, and taking these necessary precautions doesn't have an impact, then you don't get it. This is a virus. It is easily spread and is spreading very quickly, and it's not just confined to one country, one state, one province, one region. It is global. It's the one thing that the entire world has in common right now. So if you want to do something that's going to have massive impact and that can help, behave like you have it. Don't act like you're sick. Behave like you have it and start living your life, or start, taking action as if that were the case, by being very diligent with personal hygiene, limiting outings, respecting the rules of social distancing. That's going to have a huge impact. And together, if we can actually all get on board with this and come together as a global community, we can stop this thing. I believe we can stop this thing, and we will come out of this, and our world will get back to its way of being. But right now, things are on hold because we have a bigger issue, and we have a bigger common issue that we can all come together to do something to help stop this thing in its tracks, keep it from spreading, and seriously reduce the numbers of cases and potential fatalities as a result of COVID-19. Don't forget to check that pinned comment below to find out more of that immune boosting protocol. I'm Coach Tanya with Criticalbench. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to click that subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss any more of our fantastic video content. Be well, take care, and I will talk to you again really soon.